Howdy there folks, this is Lapidary Dave, and I just wanted to make a quick video chatting a bit about this adapter that lets you connect tapered spindles to your Diamond Pacific Genie. You can get this adapter from Diamond Pacific or your favorite Diamond Pacific dealer. You just put it in there like that. You tighten the Allen, not too tight but not too loose. And then you can put on your cotton wheels or whatnot. In my case, I have been charging this with ZAM for turquoise. Sometimes I use aluminum oxide for turquoise or for quartz. But really it all depends on what you are trying to polish. Different stones react differently to different polishing compounds or polishing media. For instance, cerium oxide does a really good job with agate and jasper. In my experience, aluminum oxide does a really good job on turquoise. Chrome oxide does great with turquoise. ZAM, which is just known as a green rouge, is kind of an industry standard for turquoise. I can get a water-like polish on turquoise from like 600 grit. So when I take it to 3000 before I polish it, it just looks absolutely stunning. I will put up a picture that I got from Facebook now showing off what type of media to charge on what type of platform for what stones. This is a really old picture, so it's not the best quality. But you can find information like this all over the internet. I suggest finding them on forums, but you can see that they suggest different media on different platforms such as wood and cork. Something like cerium you would charge using leather. I've been using this 14,000 grit Nova pad on the side, but it spins off no problem. No tools necessary, and then this spins on, no problem. Again, no tools necessary, and I'm only gonna hand tighten this. I don't need to use any tools. To make it easier on myself, I'm actually going to remove the hood from my Genie and remove the tray. Usually when I do my polishing, I do all the stones that I worked that day in one go. So I don't really mind removing my tray and my hood. If you're working one stone at a time, you could use this with the hood and the tray still on the Genie. You just might have a little bit less room. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna polish this piece of Royston turquoise. This is 100% natural. I believe this is taken to 3000 grit. Jimmy, is this taken to 3000?
Yes.
Nice. So this is 3000 grit. You can see that there's a bit of a shine there, more of a gloss, but we're gonna take this to some water-like polish, just using ZAM for a few seconds on this cotton wheel. We're gonna turn on our Genie. Just for you folks out there that might be wondering, there's no water necessary for this. We have our eye protection on, and we're gonna charge this cotton buffing wheel with our ZAM. You don't need to hold it on there until it turns a dark green. Actually, sometimes I like to take a different stone that I'm not really trying to polish and scrape off some of the excess there. Especially if you're working a stone that has a lot of bugs and stuff. You don't really want that to get caught up in there. Then we're good to polish. Let's see if we can get a nice before and after. It's looking all right. And now we are over the top. Let me get you in some better lighting. And here's our Royston after about, 2 or 3 seconds on the ZAM. Just totally shiny and glossy, over the top. This is the type of polish I like to put into my jewelry. Okay, folks, let's do another piece of Royston. This is looking like it's about 600 grit. I still see some facets from the wheels all over this piece that my friend's been working on. And there's a little nick right there. But just to show you folks how these stones can change when you use the right compounds. I actually only go to about 1200 grit when I'm doing production cutting on turquoise. Just enough to get rid of the facets and to really establish my shape. There's no real point of me going all the way to 14,000 on some stones before hitting it with ZAM. So you gotta know your stone, know your compounds. And I gotta say, I'm really excited that they have an adapter that lets me put this on my Genie. Because for turquoise, ZAM is where it's at. All right, I don't need to charge it again. It's already pretty much charged. Nice and quiet. All right. And here's our polish. Nice, glossy, and glassy. From 600 grit. Last but not least, I have this beautiful piece of nephrite jade. Looking pretty good, really glossy, but we can really take it up a notch by polishing this with our tapered spindle buffer and some ZAM. Alright, a little tough to tell because of the lighting, but we took it right over the top from its pre-polish on 3000 grit wheels to using some ZAM. Give it a super nice shine. Nephrite jade is one of those stones that the more it's polished, the more you can get out of its translucence. Pop it off the top and do the back some other time. Awesome. All right, folks, so that is the tapered spindle adapter. Again, you can get this from Diamond Pacific or your favorite Diamond Pacific dealer. Lets you do even more things on your awesome machine. This is a great solution for those of you that don't want to buy a separate machine just for buffing or polishing. Quite affordable solution too. Anyway, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Make sure to like this video and to subscribe, not only to me in this video, but also to Diamond Pacific and their awesome videos. Until next time, my friends, love you, see you soon.